Hey. You're on time today, Miss Sylvia. Tip Tip. Hey girl. Hey Miss Gloria. I'm glad y'all were on time. Alright. Can y'all hear me? Well, wait till the music come back on. Let me know, can you hear me? If you can, type in vagina. Miss Gloria, I'm so happy that you're joining us. She said, yes, I am. Type in vagina, guys, if you can hear me. If I need to turn it down a little bit more, let me know, too. No, somebody scared to type it. Oh, I was getting ready to say, dang, nobody want to type in vagina. There we go. Participation. Miss Gloria, I know you're one of my church folks, but you got to type in vagina. You don't have to, but it would be nice to see that. You good on my end. All right, Miss Gloria, we got you participating. All right, Tip Tip. So, I am going to just go over last week's topic. You might want to turn down just a little bit. That's what I was thinking. Still need the incense info. Hey there. I'll get you the incense. All right, y'all. So, before I go over this week's topic, welcome to Mo's Vagina Talks. What's up, JQ? You late, man. Type in vagina if you can hear me, if you're not driving. Welcome to Mo's Vagina Talks 201, y'all. So I'll be doing these class sessions during quarantine until a sister go back to work, which I hope is soon. And, oh, thank you so much. And so last week, y'all, we talked about vagina moves, which was confident pussy, drunk pussy, tired versus sleepy. Now, let me say this. Hey, Madlocks, if you guys are not comfortable with the word vagina, pussy, sex talk, this probably isn't the place for you, but you may need to be here so I can get you up on game for a little bit. And we talked about vagina exercises last week, frog pose, Indian style. So, again, you guys should already know the good foods for hydration. And let's see, this week, we're going to get into it. So, Jay, did you type in vagina? You might be driving. I'll let you slide. All right, y'all. So, for this week, we have vagina moods. This is going to probably be every week. So, if you guys can give me some topics on vagina moods that you want to, that you want to listen to, let me know. So this week I only have two. I have selfish pussy and walk of shame pussy. So I'll go ahead and get right into it. The selfish pussy. Have I ever been selfish? I probably have, and probably shouldn't. So I want to talk about this because as much as we're talking about men needing to get to know us, we have to also be fair to the men. If you think about it, we really do want men to do a lot. We want them to know our moods, our mental moods. We want them, hey Kira, we want them to know our vagina moods. We want them to know how to touch us. We just want them to know so much, but how many times do you give back? If a guy takes you out on a date, multiple dates, he goes above and beyond, he's a gentleman, he's showing you all this attention, you guys are kissing, foreplay, and all of this, make sure that you're clear with your intentions. with selfish pussy, okay? Don't have a guy doing all these things and you know damn well you have no plans, none, on giving him any. Now, with that being said, every woman is entitled, but we have to be able to take care of our men, y'all. Men need love, men need affection. They need to be able to talk to, they want to communicate. So I need us to not be so selfish with the pussy. You know you like them. What you waiting on? Is it because what other people think? You think it's too early? Everyone should be more open to just, hey Paul, to just doing whatever it is that they want to do and not worry about anybody else. Because now that I think about it, it's probably two reasons why I've been selfish. One, because I probably was worried about other people. I probably was worried about what he was going to think, or I just didn't like him. And that's wrong. That's really wrong. So we have to make tip to my hey Paul. Oh my God. So we have to just make sure that we are very clear in intent with what we want. Please do not worry about anything else, because when you have chemistry, guys, that sex, the connection, mental connection, it's a totally different ball game. And I don't know about you guys, but I could count on one hand how many times I've probably had sex with a real connection, a real chemistry. So make sure, ladies, I'm gonna come back to this because I gotta take up for my men. Men need love too. Do not be selfish with the pussy. If you don't want to give it to him, you don't want to give it to him. You need to make that clear and leave it like that. So, walk of shame pussy. Have anybody had walk of shame pussy? You know what that is? Walk of shame is you have this connection, and some shit go down. And I do mean some shit go down. You don't know how it happened. You don't know what happened. You don't even know how you got to this stuff, but you just did some shit that you just like, what the fuck did I do? And so that's okay. You late. Anybody that's late, you getting a spanking. That's just bottom line. I'm tired of this. Y'all need to be on time. But walk of shame pussy, I have had that, and I'm like, man. Miss Gloria said, what's walk of shame? Walk of shame, don't be selfish with that pussy. Walk of shame, y'all. I have did some shit, and I honestly don't know how we even got there. But all I do know is I had a good damn time. I really did. I had a good damn time, and I probably wouldn't have did it. I won't do it again, but I'm like, how did this happen? But that goes back to connection. And that goes back to not having selfish pussy. You know what I'm saying? When you're confident, because last week I talked about confident pussy. When you're confident, when you're sure of yourself, when you know what you want. If I know I want somebody, I'm going to fuck them. I'm just going to do it because that's what I want to do. Not because anybody else, doesn't want me to. So that's the start. And now we're going to move into no shame, no regrets. Lesson learned. Yeah, you're right about that, Paul. And so somebody said they're in shock. So again, I have people that's just chimed in. If you are uncomfortable with the word vagina, pussy, all of these things, this is not the place for you. Although you probably should be here because you're going to learn some shit today, starting now. So I'm moving into sex positions. And it said if you have a deep sexual connection with somebody, they will just have you doing things you never thought you would. That's true. Sex position. So I wanted to do sex positions and benefits. Now, some of you guys are going to say, no, my sex position is on point. It may be. I'm not saying that it's not. But these sex positions, you guys already know. I'm just kind of giving you the benefits and what you should look for next time that you use them. So, first one is going to be... And I was online, right? Have you guys just type in sex positions? The names that they have for these positions is just too much for me. I'm only going to use one. And it's called face off. So face off is when the guy is sitting down, the woman's on top facing them, right? And the guy's actually sitting up. He's not lying down. So, Miss J, you cool. So with these are my notes too, y'all. Let y'all know I'm not playing. So with the face off, a woman You're able to control your vagina muscles. You're able to control your rhythm a little bit more, because if you notice, when a guy's laying down, sometimes they just get out of control. They throw you off your rhythm. They can't keep their hands to themselves, so you don't get the flex your riding skills. But when you're on face off, again, that's with the guy sitting up and the woman sitting up. Both of you guys are sitting up, basically facing each other. And so you get to control your muscles, and you have back support. And so you get to, the women, you get to use your hands a little bit more, because I love using my hands. I love touching like the back of a guy's neck. I like to massage his shoulders. I just like to use my hands, so it kind of gives me all of these things that I can do and be free. And then that's how you can get into a walk of shame pussy. Because when you guys let go and those vibes just going, it to me it's like my body takes over and it just moves the way that it's supposed to move. So I know you guys have probably heard of these positions, but these are things that I want you guys to think about, and then put your own twist on it. So the next one is going to be, y'all, my allergies. I don't have the coronavirus. The next one is going to be with both your legs up. Y'all done that one, right? I like that one. So when you have your legs up and the guy's in front of you with both your legs on his shoulders, someone say yes. When you have both your legs up, with this, what it does is it narrows the vagina walls and it narrows your hip space. So, ladies, I want you to listen to me. When you have both your legs up over your guy, right, and he's putting in those good strokes, it'll narrow your vagina muscles, and you can start squeezing those muscles. You can start using your muscles. So it's like, still use your hips, but I want you to one time just stop. Don't use your hips and just strictly use your muscles. And if he's in tune, and if he's in this class right now, he's gonna know what's up. So you can do that one. All right. Let's see. So for doggy style, right? Everybody likes that one. That's one you can get off when you kind of got sleepy pussy. And so if a guy is in the back, right? And this is what I need my fellas to understand, and I'm just speaking from my own personal experience. If you are giving the right strokes and you go slow just before you, because they always want to pound in the back. But it's okay, man, I'm putting you up on game. If you go slow for a little bit and give a woman time to open up her cervix, open up her hips, you'll notice that she'll start to get a little bit more wet. Natural lubrication is kicking in, right? So for those that want to go deep, and I have talked about this before, when you get ready to go, she said pound game, I can't. So when you get ready to go deep, you can, and she's not going to squinch up. Whether you got a big one, average, little, you have to know your position though with the little ones, and I love y'all too, so don't think I don't. But you can go deep, you can pound, you can do that, and actually you may get the throwback of your life if you do it that way, if you do it right. So ladies, this coming back to you, and this is for you. You have to tell your man what you want, and then also you have to know yourself. What position is this? This is doggy style passion. So doggy style, they can go deep and you can throw it back. And so ladies, if you know your body like you're supposed to, or even if you're starting to get to know yourself, your throwback game can be, I don't have a butt, but you wouldn't know that with my throwback game. So I'm saying that to say, man, just take it a little bit slow. All right. So, we covered vagina moods, selfish pussy, and I'm going to refer back to that. Walk of shame. We had face off, when you guys are sitting in front of each other and you can control your strokes, women. And so next we're moving on to, she said throwback on 100. And so now we're moving on to sex, self-pleasure. I touched a little bit on this, and I got like views all over the place. So I'm happy to talk about this again. So hey Ashanti, so we're gonna talk about toys versus fingers. And I don't even want to say verses because whatever floats your boat, just float your boat. So, ladies, I need you guys. I know that you know sometimes we use toys or whatever, but it is nothing wrong with she said she get turned on by throwing it back. It's nothing wrong with you using toys, right? But why not invite your man to watch you, A, and B, show him what to do. Shit, that'll help your risk game not get locked up. You know what I'm saying? Because you have him working on you, so you guys have to find ways to turn each other on. So we shouldn't be leaving our men out with our sex toys. We should not be leaving our men out with how we like our clit rub. We just shouldn't. And that goes back to confident pussy. When you're confident, you can talk about these things. And if you're not totally confident and you're trying to find your way, just take baby steps. Take something that you're just in tune with. But we should not be having selfish pussy because we're not confident. Our men need love too. And I can't stress that enough. So, now let's see. I talked about toys, showing your man how to use it and when to adjust. So, I've had in the past a guy. He wanted to, run my clit or whatever. And I didn't like it. And guess what? I told him I didn't like it. I was like, well, won't you do it like this? Oh, no. He didn't want to listen. So I'm like, that's not going to get me turned on whatsoever. So we have to have that chemistry, that connection. You know what I'm saying? We have to be able to relate to one another. So, men, just kind of listen. I know, and it depends on the woman's delivery. I don't want you to think that you're not doing a good job because you're putting it down, obviously, because I wouldn't be here. You know what I'm saying? But I need you to listen just a little bit. You tell me what you like. I'll tell you what I like, and then we could go ahead and get the two together. And that combination, a combination of confident dick and confident pussy, that's how you get pregnant. I'm just saying. Anyway, so for porn, I know someone wanted me to talk about porn. Here's the thing about porn. It's cool, I watch it sometimes, but for me, that shit take too long to find. You gotta know your categories of what you like. I was talking to somebody about this earlier. You gotta know your categories of what you like with porn. Otherwise, it's gonna take you an hour, and you're gonna be done. What she said? A two-way street. Make the best sense. Yes, two-way street. Make the best sense. But it's gonna take you an hour just to find one little 3-minute, 5-minute clip, and it's like, you just wasted all that time. You should just cut that damn porn off and just, use your imagination. So that's another thing that we lack. JQ said combination for the nation. So now we're getting into this. Still, by the way, this is Men Need Love 2 session, and we are getting into fetishes. I hope y'all been paying attention. So for fetishes, I don't have one, but homemade BBW. Somebody said, oh my God, you're making me come to the conclusion that I'm a freak. That's okay. Let me tell you something. That's not a freak. That's confident pussy, baby girl. Let's get that straight. So, page 299 on the hub. Okay, y'all tripping. But moving on to fetishes. So I don't have one. However, I did have the pleasure of dating a guy previously that did have one. And so what I found with that is a lot of women, they do run from that. A lot of men don't want to talk about it because it's like, well, who got a fetish? Like a real life fetish, right? So instead of me being like, nah, bro, I can't really do all that, I was interested because I'm like, okay, let me see what turns you on, because he's pleasing me, so why can't I please him? Now, I may not be able to do all the things he wants, but I can at least compromise on something. So a fetish, y'all, is an obsessive fascination with either an object, an act, body part, and sensation. And so, again, y'all, I'm sniffing because I have allergies, and this incense right here in my face. And fetishes are usually the most common, and they're non-sexual parts of the body. So, like a foot fetish. And so, somebody say we're not compromising. And so, the second most accessory that people like with fetishes are stockings. And so, I read that a study in Italy at a university said that more men have foot fetishes than not. And I dated a guy that had a foot fetish, right? That's my first time ever being turned on to that. I didn't know what the hell was going on. I was like, why the hell is he all up on my feet like that? What's going on? So somebody had a fetish to smell my skin. So it's not just foot, so smell, sensation, all of that. And what I learned was, you have to be open, you have to be confident. So he said that he didn't really speak on the fetish because a lot of girls that get turned off. Me personally, I liked it. I was like, shit, I got to do that but put my toes out. You know what I'm saying? I got the pedicures and stuff done. So I don't know if you guys ever had your toe sucked with some missionary strokes. That's like the best ever in life. Ever. Now it can get more raunchy than that. That's just lightweight. So I ain't gonna talk about it too much because then I don't need my husband blowing up my phone talking about that's it, class over, no more. So for the fetishes, ladies, just be a little bit open to that. Guys, don't be scared, but you know what I'm saying, don't put it all on them at one time. Just kind of be open. Madlock said nothing wrong with a fetish. And let me tell you, I'm going to put her on the spot. So Madlock's had a whole different type of fetish. I'm not even going to mention what she said. But I was like, baby, I can't really do that. But so, again, I said that to say, just make sure that you're open with your partner. Both you guys have confident dick, confident pussy, and the communication, and that combination really do works. Somebody said, no way I'm sucking toes over here. You gotta try. You can suck some toes. It's all good. And when they start putting feet in their mouth, I'd be like, oh, you like it like that? Okay, I'm done with it. I'm done. All right, and so I think, what time is it? That's pretty much all I had, y'all. I just pretty much jumped right into it. So if you have any questions, go ahead and start throwing them out now. And I'll catch them if I can. If I miss it, just type in your question again. So today in Mo's Vagina Talks class 201, and again, the reason why I call it 201 is because it's a little bit explicit, and I will be saying vagina, I will be saying pussy, and I'm going to say it one, because I can, and I have confident pussy, and two, I really want you guys to learn. So I know that we're having fun, but I hope that you guys are taking notes with this. Hey Amy, I hope that you're learning. If you're not comfortable with throwing stuff out in the chat, that's fine. I have a lot of people that hit me up in my DM. I don't know everything, y'all. I don't. I'm just going by what I know, what I experience, and from other people. After these vagina talks, I have officially upped my standards by 10. Bougie dick all 2021. I'm so done with you. But that's true. Foods to avoid. There'll be more so foods. I'm assuming for vagina hydration. Anything that's not vitamin E. You still can eat other stuff, y'all. Listen, we're gonna eat stuff that we probably don't need to eat, but I'm just saying focus on your vitamin E. So your cranberries. If you want your vagina to be sweet when your man or woman tastes it, if you want it to have that tightness, natural lubrication, you're gonna have your cranberries. You're gonna have your shrimp if you're a seafood person. You're going to have avocado. You're gonna have he said he's still on this toe situation. Yes, people get their toes sucked. Okay, you need to try this. Come on, one time. Let me know how I roll. And so again, we cover vagina moves. We have selfish pussy. So selfish pussy is going to come from us not being confident, us not being sure. We need to make sure that we get to know ourselves. How you can get to know yourself? I've been saying this. Masturbation. You have to masturbate. You have to talk out loud. What do you want? You have to do these things so you'll be able to know. Walk of shame pussy. Y'all try to, pineapples, what is this? Pineapples, apples, strawberries, watermelon. Paul, you know what I'm saying? You know I love you, Paul. See, my brother know. Walk of shame pussy, that is when some shit go down. You don't know how you got there, but it happened. So, it's the chemistry. I'll say just let it ride. Just be a little careful. Sex positions, again, you guys already know this, but if you are face to face, both you guys facing and you're sitting up, you get to control your hips a little bit more. Use your hands. I think some people don't use their hands enough because I like to touch. I like to feel. That's kind of like my body language is like I'm talking to my partner. When you have your legs up over their shoulders, your vagina walls will narrow and you can use your vagina muscles. So again, ladies, men, I need you to kind of realize when this is happening. When the legs are over your shoulders, if a woman stops moving her hips, you need to be paying attention. One, either she ain't doing nothing, or two, she using those vagina muscles and it's feeling good and you just don't even know what's going on right now. So pay attention. Doggy style, again, fellas, make sure you start out slow. Make sure you get your woman good and wet because she'll be eating those pineapples and strawberries, avocados, tomatoes, everything. And then if you want to go in for the kill, you just want to pound till you can't no more, and you want her throwback game to be top notch, she could do that. But y'all got to know what y'all doing. Self-pleasure. Toys. Ladies, using toys, it's okay to invite your men in. How long to wait to the pound? You'll be able to tell because number one, her body language, she's going to start moving a little bit more freely, and so it's going to be a lot more moist. So for toys, make sure you invite your guys in. Fingers, we should be able to tell our men how we like it. Men, just go ahead and pay attention. Let's see. Fetishes, I know people are closed-minded to that, but it's okay to just do a little bit of something. Damn, I want to tell y'all a story so bad, but I probably get in trouble. But I'll just say, when a guy have a foot fetish, you learn how to jack him off with your feet. That's a whole different story. I'm not going to get into this, but if you've been to my Love Jones party, every other year I have it, and actually in January I'm going to have it. But if you've been to my Love Jones party, I demonstrate and I show you how you can do it. So, well, Sylvia, I like fingers on my clit, not inside me. Some people do, and it's okay. So just gotta tell your partner. So any other questions before? Somebody said they love feet. What time is it? It's 5:27, y'all. Yeah, I'm not gonna tell the story, Tiff, because I'll get in trouble and I'll be kicked out somewhere. So I'm not gonna tell that story. But if y'all are invited to my Secret Behind a Good Love Jones party, not only will I tell you the story, but I'm gonna demonstrate for you. And when I say I'm top notch, God damn it, I'm top notch. That's because I was open-minded. But again, we have 3 minutes. I'm gonna leave the floor open. Sylvia said, "Fuck the fingers." She want only tongue on hers. And Crystal, my sister, is late, so I'm gonna give her a spanking. Everybody that's late, you're gonna get a spanking from me because you were late. But if that's all, if you guys don't have anything else, I appreciate you guys. Make sure that you're following me on Motivate Your Womb on Instagram and Facebook. JQ, get on. Also that you follow Malox and Mo. So again, I'll continue to do every Monday at 5 o'clock Central Time as long as I'm not working because quarantine, the sister's laid off, you know what I'm saying? So if you guys don't have anything else, thank you so much for tuning in to Mo's Vagina Talks 2-in-1. I'm going to spill a little secret. I'm actually turning the Mo's Vagina Talks into a play. And you guys will get to see a little bit more of my mindset, how I feel, how every woman should feel. So I appreciate you guys for tuning in. I can't even talk no more. And y'all hit me up in my inbox. Next week, this is what I need. Real quick. Next week, I need, write a book. I need vagina moves to talk about for next week, y'all. So, I could talk about what I know, but I want to get to know you guys, and I can talk about it through here. So vagina moves, y'all hit me up on my text, if you have my number, or my inbox. So peace, love, and pussy. Bye, y'all.